Welcome back, you little boy boys. We're gonna try to land this thing on the moon. That's what we're gonna try to do today. I am gonna modify it slightly, but we are going to change this. Perfect. Start retracted. So theoretically, this lander orbiter, save that, should actually make it not only to the moon, but it should be able to land on the moon and hopefully come back. And I do say hopefully because I'm not sure if it actually will, to be perfectly honest. Quite frankly, it's not 100% guaranteed it will come back. I will try my best. It is what it is. So, let me add some extra supports here. I do not like how wobbly this gets on takeoff. It does make it feel wrong. It doesn't feel like it's functioning properly. So let me do this. Still getting caught. What can I do for that? And further? Maybe that'll work. That does work. Okay, perfect. Save that. Maybe it'll be less jiggly on the way out. Little jiggly boy over here. Orange jiggly boy. Jiggly boy. Awesome. Okay, so we're gonna launch, staging to my knowledge about some of the actual technology that went into creating the lunar orbiters and landers, because it can clarify some of the mystery, and we're gonna actually launch here really quick. So 3, 2, 1, launch. Still beautiful. It's a beautiful flight. Clear up some of the mystery behind it, because they still used computerized systems. It wasn't all manual. The computerized systems were, granted, very, lack of better word, archaic to our standpoint. In fact, a regular smartphone, like the iPhone 11, is significantly, hundreds of times more powerful, if not significantly more, than the computerized systems they used in the Apollo missions. And those Apollo missions, those computers were literally handcrafted. They had people physically creating them with tools and their own hands. It was a very precise, delicate operation, and they had backups on backups on backups. If one computer system went, it double-checked with the 3 other computer systems going on to make sure that nothing went wrong at any point in time. That's still a really nice separation. So it's not that they didn't have it, and even when they did actually land on the moon for the first time, well, they had to manually take over because it had drifted, and where they were going to land was a giant crater that they were not ready for. So they had to take over and manually land it, a lot like you will see me do, hopefully if I get to the moon this time. Ooh, God. I certainly hope so. I need some better heavy lift engines, quite frankly. This isn't quite the best option for us. Okay. 51, 52, gonna still top off at about 70,000 meters, aka 70 kilometers. Hopefully we will not interact with the atmosphere at any point. The moon is not in the most advantageous location, so I am going to circularize and wait for another orbit. And I will be making another burn, ironically, around the same location this apoapsis is now. It will become a periapsis, most likely, in the future. There we go. More or less. Okay, can burn a bit less. Okay. Yeah, that should work there. Okay, so maneuver node, we are going to be burning in about 20 seconds here, so we need to get our maneuvering going. Technologically speaking, quite frankly, a majority of the technology we use to get into space now is the same technology we used then. It's not really too much of a difference. It's now just a point that SpaceX specifically, and what I am going to talk about here is really a big difference between SpaceX and NASA, and why their design philosophies are so different, and just how different they are, and why SpaceX is going 1,000,000 miles an hour compared to NASA. Because NASA stopped transporting humans when the space shuttles retired, essentially a decade ago. You have to keep in mind, NASA hasn't launched a human from the United States since the space shuttles were retired. And they should have been retired. They weren't necessarily very efficient or effective. And while they were incredibly cool, and I 100% agree, I think they're one of the coolest designs ever made, outside of lifting body designs, which again kind of is what the space shuttle is. There's a lot of benefits to the space shuttle. A reusable space plane, why wouldn't you want that? It's something that you don't have to throw away every time. The Apollo missions, the Saturn V, was wasted every single launch, just as our main stage boosters were in this launch. It's not a viable solution if you want to lift large volumes of things into space. So what SpaceX is doing instead is now they're reusing every single one of their boosters. Why throw away $200 million if you can just reuse $200 million and it never gets thrown away to begin with? All you're paying for is fuel. Imagine if a 747 was crashed and destroyed every single time one of them flew. What are you supposed to do with that? You know, it's not a viable solution to the problem. So SpaceX, on the other hand, they're going, well, if we just grab this booster out of the air, or even easier, let's just say we don't even have to do that. We're just gonna land it to begin with wherever we want and make it even easier for ourselves. Well, why not? I don't see why not. I think that's a logical solution to the problem. You know, so what they're doing is 50 years ahead of what the other space agencies are doing. There's not really any other country on the planet other than Blue Origin, which again, that one is Amazon. Amazon's doing that. There are a few other smaller companies that aren't as effective at the moment. There is Virgin Galactic, which is trying to get into the small satellite business, which I think is another perfect market. You know, you could do a lot with that, a significant amount with that. You know, why use a giant booster to put up a small satellite if you could just use a space plane? I think that makes sense. You know, so there are definitely options. I'm really happy to see all these companies out there working on those things. So yeah, differences between NASA and SpaceX. SpaceX is a privately owned company. Owner is Elon Musk, where NASA obviously is a government-funded administration. They do have a lot of red tape they have to go through. There are a lot of budget overruns. When you contract parts for government projects, a lot of times they're significantly more expensive than they should be. Up to 10 times, sometimes more, sometimes less, it depends. But if you have a business and you go, well, if I make this part for $5 and I can sell it to the government for this project for $50, and they're not going to say a word about it, and they're just going to go, okay, no problem, because the other people we asked were going to sell it to us for $100 because they're marketing it up even more, and you're the cheapest. Well, now you're making 10 times the profit on that one part that you're selling them probably hundreds of thousands of parts to the government for this one project. Well, why wouldn't you do that? So contractors do that stuff all the time. And that drives up the price quite significantly for relatively simple projects. Simple, quote-unquote, as I'm going to the moon. So in the end, I can't necessarily say I blame them for doing those types of things. We're gonna stage. There you go. Okay, cool. So it is what it is. And SpaceX, see, the thing about them is now they're going from the ground up. They're producing their own parts. They're being as cost efficient as possible. They're taking the time to redesign things and make it safer, make it more efficient, use less fuel, use more logical fuel sources. Methane, for example. On Mars, there's a lot of methane because if you have methane in the place you're going and the fuel you're using is abundant on that location, well, why wouldn't you just go to that location, make fuel while you're there, and then come back? I think that's pretty logical. Cool. So, we are doing a lunar transfer orbit. We did just orbit the Earth here really quick. We're going back and forth between Earth and Kerbin. I'll just call it Earth. Make it easier. Okay, so lunar transfer orbit. We are going to burn at periapsis here, at the lowest point of our current known orbit. Hopefully we can get it working properly. What a weird inclination. Okay, we'll work with it. That's okay. So we are going to decrease our velocity real nice. And why is that? Okay. There we go. That is not really better. That's okay. What is it doing? There we go. That is much better. Okay. Okay, so we're going to do a capture burn, and then, after we do our capture burn, we are going to land, and I certainly hope so at least, we have plenty of Delta V left to come back, because, oh gosh, it takes a long time to do one of these missions. Okay. So, again, NASA versus SpaceX. I, quite frankly, am a much larger fan of the SpaceX style design philosophy. A much bigger fan of the way they handle things. Because if you produce your own parts as efficient and cost effective as possible, especially with the way Elon Musk works, he's putting those savings towards future launches. He's reducing the cost of individual launches. You can put a satellite in orbit for significantly cheaper than it was on a NASA space shuttle or even the Russian launches at the moment. And even the Russian launch administration got on Twitter and they accused SpaceX of price gouging, of undercutting them. which I think is kind of absurd, and so does Elon Musk, because he just went, well, why don't you make your stuff reusable? If you're going to throw away everything you do every time, well, of course my price is going to be less expensive. Of course it's going to be easier for me to do this. You know, what's the purpose of throwing it all away if you don't have to? Doesn't make any sense. Cool. So we just did a capture burn. Now we are going to find a location. Let's see what we can do here. Where do we want to land? Let's fast forward a little bit, get some more light. Preferably near one of the larger craters. Yeah, that's looking good. That is looking delightful. I love that. Okay, so we're going to try to land in this crater right here in the middle. Add maneuver. Decrease velocity. We go 224. We should have more than enough delta V to get out. I certainly hope so, at least. Okay, change our inclination slightly. I don't like having to do that, but we should be able to work with that, no issue. And I do have RCS thrusters on this thing, so if I need to use some of our monopropellant to get us some extra thrust, if necessary, I will do so. Although I should be able to land. And where on God's green earth? Oh my gosh. Did I not? Oh my gosh, I don't have landing legs on it again. How did that even happen? I don't even know how that happened. Alright. Well, we're just gonna have to land on the engines and hope it doesn't break. Oh boy. Yeah, that one's on me again. That one's totally on me. 100%. Oh yeah. Okay. So, as I was saying, SpaceX 100% the way to go. You know, using especially with their new you know, BFR, their super heavy lift rockets they're trying to make, to be able to bring significantly more payload capacity and you know, human payload especially, and long duration space flights where you have livable space inside of this rocket ship, this spaceship as they're calling it. Reusable, super easy to produce, manufacture, I mean comparatively, quote unquote. I think they're on the right track. You know, why would you not want to do that? Why would you not want to have significantly smaller costs for just about everything you do? Oh boy, I'm gonna have to concentrate on this one, guys. Oh boy. Okay, we're gonna set the retrograde. We are going to let it fall towards the moon here. Oh boy, this is looking dangerous. I can't even imagine doing this in real life. And look at, oh god, I have Jebediah again. I didn't even save that. Why does it not save? I feel like I keep saving it, but it's not doing it properly. It's weird. Okay. Here we go. Going a bit on the fast side. Let's make a quick burn. In fact, we can actually do this. So RCS, we are going to remove... Eek, not working. Okay. Out of docking mode. We're just going to do a regular burn here. Decrease our velocity. Unfortunately, it is eating into the amount of delta V we have to get back to Earth in this case, and we're not even close to the surface yet. Oh gosh, okay. Where am I landing? Theoretically not. On the edge of a crater. We should be able to work with that. I'm gonna let it go in a lot closer before I start burning again. Okay. This is looking pretty gross. But we'll figure it out. Still don't have my landing legs. I'm kind of upset about that. Not gonna lie. It was working so flawlessly up until I noticed that. Okay, so retrograde. Let's make sure we can land here. Uh-oh, this looks real bad. It is way too inclined. Ay. Okay, what can I do? Okay, what we're going to do is we are going to sideways drift a little bit. Slightly flatter location. Don't like using all this delta V, but we don't really have much of a choice right now. Okay. And... Hold. Wow. Okay, we're gonna turn off RCS. Wow. I still have more or less 1,200 meters per second. I don't know if that's enough to get off. I really don't. I really don't. Let's turn that off. Hopefully... Wow. Wow. What an inclination, huh? What an angle. Well, let's do some science. Crew report. 20 science. I like it. Observe materials bay. Beautiful. 100 science. Wow, that's a lot. We can unlock quite a few things with that and make this a much better mission in the future. Oh gosh, 4D science. The goo seems to be less dense here. Odd. This seems odd. Still in a vacuum. Okay. Collect and record data temperature from the environment. Fantastic. The pressure gauge is sitting there motionless. Perhaps you should tap it a few times to be sure. Maybe it's busted. Who knows? I'd hope not. Okay, cool. So that is that. Let's transfer, collect all. We do have 5... okay, cool. So what we're going to do is we're going to EVA here. Hopefully it doesn't fall over. Oof, close. Okay. EVA report. The dust is getting everywhere. I'm sure it is. I'm sure there's dust everywhere after blasting the surface of the moon like that. So we're going to take surface sample. Be a little cheap and not even leave yet. Ooh. The ground materials appear to be a combination of basaltic rocks and breccia. Wow, interesting, actually. Okay, so I'm going to board. And then we are going to go plant a flag. Don't worry. We have to plant a flag. Let go. RCS. Oof. Ouch. That looked painful. Okay, he's back up. Plant flag. Ay, ay. Wow. And look at it wave. Almost as if it's in the wind. But it's not because there's no wind. Okay, so, site name. First moon landing. Just for the record, it's not technically my first. I've done it more than once. For Kerbals everywhere. I'm gonna capitalize E. Can I put an exclamation point? Sure can. Oh my gosh, I love it. Look at that NASA flag. Wunderbar. Wow, look at that beauty. He's so small. Look how giant this lander is. Oh my gosh. What a little cutie he is. Yeah, I like it. I like it. Okay, cool. So, let's get back into the spaceship here. Hopefully take off, be no issue. I might be able to actually, in the future, if this does not work properly, I can add a second smaller stage here, just get a little bit of extra delta V, because quite frankly, I might need it, to say the least. I don't know if this is going to work out so well. Okay, let's get back. Climb it. No, up, please. I wish I had ladders. Grab. Oh, yeah. Okay, board. Ay, okay, and just like that, I have to somehow get back to Kerbin. I'm not sure how I'm going to do it with only 1,200 meters per second delta V. I don't think that's enough to escape the moon. With that being said, I'm going to set, why? Please. Oh, no. Oh. Okay, tracking station. Earth as the target? Is that not a thing? Is that not an option? In this case, I'm going to jump into a circularized orbit around the moon. I'm going to try to do this properly. So, RCS, SAS, throttle up. We are leaving. There is no atmosphere, so I'm going to attempt to use as little... gosh, that's gross. It's okay, we can maybe work with that. Maybe. Okay, well, we'll see what we can do. Okay, yeah, this is gonna be bad, ain't it? Okay, and then this... Oh my gosh. We are going to need to somehow, some way... do this. So, 5, 6, 7... Using about 700... 7, 8, 9... Oh gosh, okay. Periapsis... Apoapsis... If I were to do the periapsis, can I, in fact, bring it in? I cannot. That's painful. If I do apoapsis, can I bring it in? And I can. Oh, I'm so excited. I think I should be able to actually land this. Oh my gosh. Oh, this is a little bit stressful. A little bit stressful, guys. Okay, so we're gonna go to maneuver node. We are going to try this. This is the best shot I have so far. Okay. But yeah, SpaceX, I really do like the concept of a ground-up, starting from the bottom and remaking an entire launch vehicle. It's never really been done before outside of the Apollo missions and like the first times in the 60s when the countries originally made their launch vehicles. Because it's so cost-ineffective to do now. You might as well just use the old parts, the old designs, because designing new stuff is... without a doubt, unbelievably difficult, and everyone agrees. SpaceX agrees. In fact, designing a thing is actually more the easy part, but producing it and making sure it works and testing everything like it's supposed to be really is the hard part. But why do that if you don't have to, you know? Okay, so maneuver node one more time. We are going to bank on this working. I certainly hope it works. Oh my gosh, you guys have no idea. Or you do. You're watching this with me. I'm not even really in control here. As long as I hit these maneuver nodes right, preferably right, it will work. But I don't even know at this point. I hope I have enough delta V. Oh gosh. Okay, so under the assumption it's all accurately predicted. So, you know, in the end, I'm excited to see what SpaceX does, because NASA really kind of, you know, I appreciate the funding they're doing, but they're not necessarily doing the work, because even the SLS project they have going on right now, quite frankly, doesn't do anything justice. You know, you have this super heavy lift rocket, which granted performs similarly to the BFR that SpaceX is making, but it's still expendable. And each individual rocket engine is in the millions. You know, each individual liquid fuel thruster that they're making for it, like this, is in the millions. And every time they use it, it is completely expendable. Compared to SpaceX, that's mind-boggling that they would even attempt something like that at this point. And the fact that both of these rockets will be existing at the same time is mind-boggling. And I think I just killed him. I think I just killed him. Oh, I wish I can go back in time. I theoretically could, but I didn't quick save at any point. Oh my gosh. Okay, we'll see what we can do with this, I guess. Oh boy. Okay. Entering Kerbin's sphere of influence. I do not like that. I do not like that at all. Oh gosh. That one's on me, guys. It always is. Do I have enough? I do not have enough anymore. That is sad. Do I? Can I? Ooh, gravity assist. Maybe I can. Oh. Oh. I can save it. I cannot save it. I don't have enough thrust. Maybe I can. Okay, let me see what I can change about this. Decrease the amount of thrust I am using. Okay. No. Increase thrust. I need to get another lunar encounter. So set as target. This is target position at closest approach. So if instead I were to try and modify this enough, I have 234 meters per second to work with. I think I can do it. I might be able to do it. I might be able to do it. Okay. I might be able to do it. Let me see. Oh, this is nerve-wracking, guys. This is terrible. Coming in at the time. Periapps. Apoapps. I don't think... Okay, let me redo this maneuver node. Let me see if I can just do this for the purpose of receiving a lunar encounter once more. So I can do that. Then I can do my best. Inclination changes are impossible. I cannot do it like that. I have to be under the assumption that... Okay. Add maneuver. Decrease velocity. Can I decrease velocity enough to bend myself back in? That's the question. I can. But can I catch... 37 days. He's going to be in there a little while. Closest approach. Might have enough. How much more do I need? Ugh, okay. So if I set retrograde, and I do this, I'm going to shut down engine. Shut down engine. I do not want to mess this up. Trust me. This will be bad. Technically 0 delta V. Now if I throttle up, I will be using RCS. So, how much RCS do I have left? Not much. Not much, not much, not much. Okay, I'm just gonna have to run off of electrical charge here. Okay. Okay. Should be able to drop this down enough so I can make this maneuver, as long as I don't mess it up. And we should be able to re-enter, no problem. So anyways, while we're doing this, I'm gonna just try to save a little monopropellant here. Once it starts eating into the monopropellant in the capsule, I'm gonna stop doing this burn. Okay, yeah, that's it. Okay, turn off RCS for the moment. To maneuver node, we want to be set up when we're ready to go. Using electrical charge, these are perfect. Okay, so RCS. Okay, so perfect. I should. Wow. Periapse. So I'm using 204. If I do this, now I have apoapse all the way up here. What is that doing? I don't like that. Stop that. Oh. So if I reinitialize the engines. Activate, and activate. I have 238 left. So if I were to do this, go out further, because I'll be going a slower velocity out here, and I were to once again perform this maneuver, I should have enough. But only just, and if I mess it up, I am not coming back. There's no way I can get back. Beautiful. I think I can do it. Guys. Okay, cool. So we are going to time skip ahead. We are going to actually set up for this maneuver now. I do not want to run out of electrical charge during the time skip or something stupid like that happen. Do not want any of that. Okay. Wish me luck, guys. Wish me luck. Leave a like on the video if this works out. Leave a like on the video anyway, guys. If you're enjoying these videos, let me know in the comment section below. What topics do you guys want me to cover in the future? So I'm thinking of doing, again, like I said previously in the previous video, don't forget to go take a look at that one. I'm definitely going to be playing other games, and we're going to talk about other aspects, not just space. Again, tanks, grenades, guns, things that are other things that are interesting. Gosh, look how far away we are. Oh man. Okay. So container collect all. Let's do another crew report. Nothing. Okay, nothing over here. Nothing. Okay. Oh, I'm nervous. Luckily, and we're gonna turn on RCS and SAS here. Be burning very shortly here. Okay. Oh man, and yeah, check out the previous video to see how I designed this rocket. Not that's the best rocket you'll ever see, to say the least. It worked. That it did. It's off RCS. I don't know why it's still doing that. Wow. Okay, we're gonna hit normal if we have any electrical charge left. Normalize. We are going to do a stage separation here. Do retrograde. Uh-oh. We're out of everything. We're gonna re-enter how we ever re-enter. It is what it is, I guess. That's dangerous. I do not like that. Oh boy. Everything about this mission's gone pretty bad. Uh-oh. Okay. Oh. That's actually pretty cool. I could use that to my benefit. That's okay. We'll figure it out. See Kerbin down there. Way down there. Wow. Okay. But yeah, guys, subscribe if you want to see more of these videos. I think they're interesting, personally. Let me know if they're interesting. I think I might put up a poll for this one. So, hit yes, hit no, see what it is that, you guys like about it. I want to know what you guys think about it, So, but beyond that, yeah, let's get back to the subject, right? So NASA versus SpaceX. SpaceX is doing their best. Their timeline is... It's like supersonic speed compared to what NASA's working on. And NASA's using old technology. I love NASA. I think it's awesome. Excuse me. I think it's awesome that all these companies and all these organizations are working towards the same goal. SpaceX just they're going a lot faster than the other I don't know what just happened. I really don't know what just happened. We went through Kerbin somehow. Oh my gosh. I'm so happy that did not kill us. If that... my heart skipped a beat. So bad. Oh my gosh, okay. Woo! Woo, guys, okay. Yeah, leave a like for that one. Just do it. Also, there's something flying. What is that? What is that going across? Is that Minimus? I think that's Minimus. Yeah, that's Minimus. No? That is an unknown object. I'm seeing it go by. That's interesting. Didn't like to see them from here. That's okay. But yeah, so you know, NASA, they're working on these things, and they have the astronauts, and they have all these people, and they're the ones regulating space travel in a way in the United States. And they already have the infrastructure and everything, and SpaceX is making use of this, because it really is expensive to produce all these things that are already in place. Oh, he's been out here for like 2 months. 3 months, Jesus. So, you know, NASA is an incredible help to SpaceX, don't get me wrong. And they're also funding SpaceX, and in fact, they just did another round of funding, and SpaceX is one of the beneficiaries. But in the end, SpaceX is really what NASA is banking on to work in this project. Because if SpaceX fails, then they don't really have another backup outside of Blue Origin, for example. Which, even Blue Origin, they have their own timeline. I don't know how realistic it is. The only reason why I would say SpaceX is doing as well as they are is because they've more or less been keeping up with what they've been saying, which I think is awesome. I love the fact that they do that. You know, but beyond that, the public is able to see it, and we have a lot of faith in it because we can actually watch it all take place. Pray for Jebediah's re-entry, guys. If he doesn't make it, just leave a rest in peace in the comment section, please. He's been through so much at this point. This is sad if he doesn't make it. I certainly hope these parachutes hold up. I'm nervous. Nervous Purvis over here. Okay. Very shortly, atmospheric pressure will be increasing. We're coming in so fast. Oh. Okay. Atmospheric pressure is increasing. I have no control over this whatsoever. Please, please, rotate. Oh! Okay, I have all the data, and I don't have any parachutes. Can he take the data? Can he just take it? Please? This is what you might call a real shame. Leave a rest in peace in the comment section, guys. Just do it for me. This is so painful to watch, and I have no way to stop it. He can jump out. He definitely can, and he can survive. Which I think I might have to do and just hope something survives. EVA, deploy parachute. This is terrible. It's gone. I wonder what survived, if anything, actually. Let's go take a look. Any pieces? Anything? What is that? I don't know what that is. Oh my gosh. Well, we made it to the moon, and we made it back. And we got 0 science. Absolutely nothing. I hope one of those containers survived. Oh, watch the container survive. I don't think it... Oh. What was that? Anything? There's trees. Oh, what is that? The rocks. Oh. Well, that was painful. I'm happy I went. I'm happy I came back. I have a solution to solve it, but there's no way. Ooh. Oh gosh, he almost died. Oh, he's still so happy. Take surface sample. Looks like dirt. I'll talk to you later, guys. Adios. Bye.